Whoa, what's up? Today's video is on Janet Hubert, aka Aunt Vivian, and she made another video towards Will Smith. If you came here looking for bias for Will Smith or towards Janet Hubert, you not gonna get it right here because I'm totally unbiased, but I'm leaning towards Janet because I real recognize real, even if she did say shit that I don't necessarily agree with, like this, you dig? Let's get into her video, y'all.
By the nigga networks. And I'm calling you nigga networks because that's what you are. You're nigga networks. BET, TV1, and man bitches like Perez Hilton. And what you did was you took my personal post and you put it on blast and you put what you thought I meant.
Let's pause right there, you dig? By nigga networks, that's the first thing I don't agree with, you dig? Because BET and all of that bullshit is owned by Viacom. So they put out the images that they want to put out about us, you dig? It ain't a nigga network because niggas don't own it. Niggas just get put on it, you dig? Black people don't get put on there. Niggas is put on it. So understand what the fuck you talking about when you say niggas and black people, because to me, there's a huge fucking difference. Let's go.
Or you put your own seasoning on this so-called steak, not caring about what was happening in my life or regarding what was going on in my life, and not calling me to ask me, Miss Hubert, is everything okay? No concern.
That's the media.
No compassion.
You thought they gave a fuck? You know that.
My situation whatsoever. So I realized something about the black media.
Black media, y'all.
And I realized that, I needed some time to step away from all social media. But when you start questioning my mental ability, TV1, Kathy Hughes.
Now that's something, yeah, I feel you.
Then we have a problem.
Let's stop right there. She said, well, she's saying black media. To me, that's not black media. You know that, well, I guess you don't know, that all of them people is paid by white hands, by hands that are not black. So don't call that the black media because you see them on TV and it's fucking black and they black. They are not the black media. If you're looking for real black media, go on YouTube because that's the real people who gonna give a real honest opinion about shit. That media that's quote unquote black on TV like Don Lemon or what the other asshole name is, Roland Martin, that's not black media. That's motherfucking paid coons. Let's get back into it, y'all. That ain't no black media, though, but we gonna keep going.
We have a problem. So, Will, make no mistake. This video is for you. Directly.
They
now,
wrong from saying like she crazy or something, you did.
Called the Red Table.
Look,
where you
I'm gonna stop it right there. Understand, whenever you speaking out against these people, you crazy every fucking time. That's what'll always lean me towards a person. When I see that the media is saying like they crazy or insane or some shit, that's gonna lean me towards that person because I see when the agenda is being played out, and y'all should too by now. Let's keep going.
You sit there and you spill the blood of your own children.
Talking about that show Jada Pinkett got.
Red Violin, which is I'm sure where you got this whole concept. But I have spent many years protecting my son, never, ever, ever putting his name in print or photographs or pictures because I understand how vicious people are, especially my community, especially the black community.
Yeah.
And for 27 years, I've waited for you to be man enough to admit that you lied like a rug.
So she said, very vicious, especially the black community. How, like, see, shit like that pissed me the fuck off. How you gonna say especially us, like you put us at the top of the most vicious? Do you know what the fuck is going on in the Middle East? Where they got them women basically wearing a thick ass fucking robe? That shit ain't religious. Them dudes just over there in control. You actually think they believe in fucking Muhammad? You actually believe that he flew on a fucking carpet from one place to the other? which is totally fucking impossible, but that's for people who read it. But at the same time, you know what they doing to women over there? Having them walk behind them and do all type of vicious shit. That's real vicious. Not just some people who spreading rumors in America, some black people who talking down on you. That's real vicious shit. When they over there fucking beating the shit out of women just for showing the inch of their fucking ankle. That's real viciousness. Or in America, the shit that they do, bestiality, you know, that's real viciousness. The shit that they done to slaves over here and the shit that they continue to do to prisoners and more people over here, you dig? That's real viciousness. So don't say especially us, because all they do is, you know, they make a few gossip. Black people can gossip a lot, but do they physically harm you? But let's keep fucking going since we so vicious.
But I know you're not going to do that, and I said this on the reel when, you know, the
Talking
Oscar
about Will
video
now,
went
y'all.
down, that, you know, you have a lot of skeletons in your closet, sweetheart, and for you to be talking about black consciousness when you don't even have any black employees at your production company.
Y'all heard that? I'm gonna pause that right there. You say you trying to talk black consciousness. Nigga, you ain't even got no motherfucking black employees through that bitch. Y'all see what they be trying to do to us, right? They stay trying to scream that consciousness shit as soon as they get attacked. But y'all know that these people rich, right? Wealthy, right? That mean that they are privy to information that us on another level don't get. Will Smith know how fucked up this country is. He know the inequalities of this place. He bumps shoulders with the people who really fuck over us. But see, soon as you don't get an Oscar or something, that's when his wife and people like that won't come out. But let's keep going, y'all.
Was ironic.
Nigga ain't even got no black employees, nigga.
So look, Will, y'all ain't gonna invite me to the red table, so welcome to my butcher block.
All right, I'm paying attention to that. Y'all not gonna invite me to the bread table, so welcome to my butcher block. And that make me look at you different, because it mean, oh, if they would have let you make money with them, you would have shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have told us about these inequalities. You wouldn't have told us about how fucked up Will is or whoever. You wouldn't have told us about Carlton. So I'm looking at you some type of way. What the fuck you mean? They ain't won't invite me to the bread table, so welcome to the butcher block. All right, so if they would have paid you, your black consciousness would have been gone too, you dig? So let's keep going.
And this butcher block is not just for you. This is my last video. I am not on this earth much longer. And I will not go to my grave feeling that questions have been unanswered or misconceptions of me that you put there.
By the way, y'all, I always was on Vivian. That Vivian number 2 was in my shit at all. Can't do that.
Tired. You were a young man back then, and you had this incredible sense of I need to win at all costs. And I've even read things where you've actually admitted that you needed to win. And so I think you understood if you saw that post better than anybody, because guess who didn't respond? Everybody else responded, but you.
That's how I go.
Now, a lie told once is a lie, but a lie told again, 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 again
become a fact, really.
Becomes truth.
Yep. And y'all know that shit she just said was deep, bruh. Because a lie told over and over do become true. Like they gonna keep saying slavery didn't exist, slavery didn't exist. It was indentured servants. Y'all know that they took that out of school books? And if they keep lying about that, shit changes. Like rock and roll is ours, rock and roll is ours, rock and roll is ours. Now you know that there's young kids who think that Caucasians created rock and roll, because you gotta keep telling a lie, you dig, for that shit to become fact. So pay attention to that, and don't gloss over the fact of the shit that she's saying about Will Smith, you dig? Keep going.
And since you and I know that no one in Hollywood has the guts to stand up, because it's like the freaking cartel out there, and I'm shocked that someone like Warren Littlefield, who was there when all of this
Uncle
went
Phil,
down,
y'all,
allowed it to go down. Nowhere did it ever say I was fired. The only person who ever said that, sweetie, was you and your tampon, Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yep. She talking about Carlton, y'all. When she said Warren, she was talking about Uncle Phil. He ain't never report shit and ain't never say that she was fired. But who was saying that she was fired was Will Smith and Carlton, who she referred to as a tampon. And tell the truth, y'all. Y'all could look at the episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and could tell that off camera, that nigga Carlton is a kiss ass like a motherfucker. Like, look at him. That's all he do. You can look at him in the episodes of the show. He just kissing Will ass. Let's go.
And I call him a tampon.
Thank you for still listening to the real ones. Probably
He
the
has
loyalists.
always
That
been
40 block
a little
loyalist.
asswipe.
Look.
He has always done your dirty work because he wanted to be you. He desperately wanted to be you. But Alfonso goes around saying things like, I couldn't get work. I was typecast with this role. Well, honey, if you stop doing the Carlton dance long enough to maybe somebody hire you to do something different.
Exactly. Nigga say if you stop walking around on every show doing the Carlton, you'll be able to get another role. But your coon ass going everywhere, and soon as the announcer or whoever the host of the show is say, do the Carlton, your coon ass gonna pop up. You know JJ, even his coon ass, he is not about to say dynamite for you no more. Usually stars, when they trying to get away from a typecast, they be like, I don't see no shit like that, and you'll know not to ask him about that. Another example is Gary Coleman. If you went and walked up to Gary Coleman and said, say, what you talking about, Willis? Gary Coleman will beat your ass straight up, you did. So that's why you kept getting typed like that. And why Will bitch ass ain't give you no job? But let's go.
Your boy could have given you many jobs.
Look, she said it.
Since you had done so much of his dirty work.
Why Will ain't get that nigga no job? Bad boys too.
You make these videos and you're claiming to be this prophet of good and a life coach on success and telling people how to make it as an actor in this business. And there are many people who follow you and many people who believe your hype because people believe that the measure of a man is how much money he has.
Yeah, you right.
I'm nobody.
They stupid on this planet.
I'm just a woman who played a shitty role on a sitcom, which, dear God, I wish I hadn't. I will.
That role made you. You better sit your ass down with that part.
Taking that role to have worked with someone like you. I have worked with major stars before you, and we've had wonderful experiences. I did Broadway, wonderful experiences until working with people who do not understand what it took to get.
And y'all, that woman did do a lot of shit. She is a beast at this shit. She is a dancer. Look.
Being an extra for $200.
And I know that because I looked up her career. She a beast, bro. This is a strong woman you looking at. I may not agree with everything she's saying, but I know that she is a strong ass motherfucking woman, bro. You could look at her face and know a strong woman, you did.
Whose path was just golden nuggets like Donald Trump. I mean, it's like...
She said niggas ain't never worked for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Buy the bull. I've always wanted to ask you. I'm going to ask you now, since, you're at my butcher block. Why did you go so far? Why was it so necessary? Why? And yeah, you came out with all those accolades about me being brilliantly talented and all of that. And why did you want the dance episode cut? And why did you call me back 3 years later?
I'm going to stop that right there. That dance episode was one of my favorite fucking episodes on there, you did. Because Vivian was showing that she was a black woman who can still do what she can do. She was a dancer on the show, and she was like basically going through like a midlife crisis, you dig? And she was like, I could still do this. And she went into the dance studio or whatever, and she outdanced everybody in there. And what they was showing that it was nothing but Bel Air type people, rich, fancy women. And this woman who was like older with grown children came in there and outdanced everybody. And at the end of the episode, she just collapsed on the floor when she left out. That was fucking an amazing episode, you dig? And she just not said Will wanted that shit cut out. And that was the most damaging shit that I heard when I listened to this interview. Like, Will wanted that cut out? That shit showed the empowerment of this fucking black woman, you dig? On this show, you dig? Her character, like, scraped up. She met Phil in California, you dig, and they was pulled together. And then they built each other up, and she wanted to go back to her roots to show that she still had it. You know, even though they had these kids and moved to Bel Air, and he a rich lawyer. She was like, I'm not just some housewife, you dig? I can still do this, bro. And that was a powerful episode for anybody who saw it, bro. And to say that he wanted that cut out is some powerful shit to me, you dig? You wanted that cut out? That was a beautiful fucking episode. Is you stupid, bro? That go to show you Will wanted the spotlight on him at all times. And I watched the show, and I can tell when somebody just blurting in every time, like every conversation Will is in the motherfucker. Press play.
Asked me to come back and buy the house because you thought it would be funny.
Slight code, excuse me, y'all.
Me with a child, with no money, with no home. We were broke. We were penniless. We were homeless. You did win. But here's the problem. When you decide...
Lady said we was broke and shit, you heard me?
The media. And tell their deepest, darkest secrets. What you don't understand is that the public doesn't care about your children. The public despises children of privilege. People thought my son was privileged, and he'd walk down the street and they'd call him a little rich motherfucker. You know?
Heard that, huh? And you know who was doing that. Let's stop that right there, because I ain't noticed that. She said her son will walk down the street and they'll call him a little rich motherfucker. Which means y'all know that she stayed in a rich, you know, a upscale neighborhood. So tell me what vicious community was calling that young kid some shit like that. Tell me which vicious community that was, since the black community is the most especially vicious on the planet. Tell me what race they was. Y'all know what race they was, but I'm letting y'all know that there's some things that I don't agree with what she said. And y'all know Will a bitch. But let's keep going.
Barely had money to eat. There were days where I would have to give him the burger and I would eat nothing.
Real shit right there.
But I was signing autographs at the same time. That's what you left us with. But you also left my child with those very same words. People chided him. Other kids chided him with your words. They used your words to get
Will talking about his mama and he got to go to school and niggas saying, Will Smith said your mama stupid as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you didn't know that these things were happening. But they did. And they tried to break my spirit.
Look at that shit. Don't that look like a show hog to you? They point at him like, look at this dude.
Things you've ever... And what's amazing is so many of them are church women. Church women. I've had people like Kenya Moore use your words against me after.
Did y'all hear that shit? My bad if y'all give a fuck about Kenya Moore when I pause that motherfucker. But y'all hear what she just said, bro? Let's go a little bit back. I just want y'all to seriously hear that.
You know, I'm sure you didn't know that these things were happening.
I went a little too far back, but thank y'all for still watching.
And they tried to break my spirit and his. I mean, I've had black women come up to me and say some of the meanest things you've ever... And what's amazing is so many of them are church women. Church.
Right there. That they be church women coming up to them. The ones who supposed to be so holy. You know, y'all know which ones it is. The ones who sit at the front with the big ass hat and talk about what everybody in the church is wearing and all the gossip and shit. That be coming from them. The so holy ones. And Jesus and all of that bullshit. The ones who catching the spell and shit at the front. That be they ass. Coming up to Janet Hubert. You wrong for that shit with Will Smith because they love a fucking character that they see on TV so much that they gotta walk up to that woman in real fucking life and insult her as if they know this fake fruity ass motherfucker Will Smith, you did, and gonna come at that woman in real life. And y'all notice she said most of them be church women, because that's who that be. Everybody who act like, oh, Jesus is there and all of that, that be the motherfuckers criticizing people the worst. Only God could judge me my motherfucking ass. Let's keep going.
Women. I've had people like Kenya Moore.
Kenya, bitch.
Use your words against me after I had been on the set.
And y'all know what image Kenya
Cooked
put on
footage.
TV. Get the
Okay?
fuck out of here.
My life, when you banished me and when you tainted me and when you put your poison in, you poisoned my entire world. You poisoned my art. You poisoned people against me.
Will blackballed
The
y'all.
vomit that you spewed, I still reek of it every time I walk into a room, every time I try to have a meeting, every time I try to talk about an event.
All right, before I get to that, Will blackballed y'all. What the people in power do is when they get their certain tokens and you a high level token like Will Smith, you are able to blackball people. You think I'm lying? Look at Jay-Z. He do the same thing. When the last time you heard about T-Pain? That dude a great artist, you dig? He know how to do shit. Everybody's still using auto-tune after that man. Say what you want about him, but you don't hear him after he stepped on the stage with Jay-Z and folded his arms. He was blackballed, y'all. Or Puffy. When the fuck you heard about Craig Mack or all of these other great artists that dude had? He blackballed them. When they get their tokens, them tokens get special privileges, you did. But let's keep going.
Every time I would try to call Oprah for help,
Oprah bitch ass.
Oprah's people would say, no, she's friends with Will and Janet will never be on the show. I'm sorry, we can't promote her.
Y'all heard that, huh? Oprah said, nigga, we can't fuck with you. You be talking shit about Will and them, nigga. Will is a bigger star than you. We can't fuck with you because you ain't a bigger star than them. Now let's go.
We can't promote her on our show because she has a very deep and profound friendship with Will.
Mm-hmm. Y'all heard that,
I was
huh?
like, wow.
Yeah.
That's how deep.
Where was Me Too, y'all? Because y'all know how Oprah is about that cracker, that white Me Too bullshit. She'll come out the woodworks, but here we have this black woman being fucked over by Will bitch ass, and you know she was being blackballed, but you ain't help her though, huh? Let her be Maria Shriver or some idiot. Oprah would have jumped out her fucking drawers, you dig? Oh, I got to help Maria. Oh, you quick as a motherfucker. Let's go, y'all.
Anytime I try to call and make a meeting in California or try to go on The View said to me, we can't have you on because we don't want to offend the Smiths.
That's called blackball for you idiots who still don't believe. She says she hit up The View with whooping them bitch ass, and they say, we can't fuck with you, Nigga, we ain't about to offend the Smiths, you heard me? That's Will Smith and them. We ain't about to offend them for some Janet Hubert. Hell nah. That's called blackball for you idiots who don't believe it still. Even when you watch Kaepernick and Troy Smith and Maurice Claret and people like that go through it. But let's go.
So if I'm talking about new projects and everybody says, Miss Hubert, why can't you just move on? Well,
move on.
If somebody said your mama's a hoe, and then that reputation follows you and follows you and follows you and follows you, then, your mama becomes a hoe. And you did that.
All right. Stop it right there. Because it is idiots out there, y'all, who gonna be like, why she don't just get over it? Why she keep making videos? Because this fucking dude ruined her life. I was alive during these times. This woman's career was prosperous, you did. Janet Hubert was fucking moving up, bruh. And he stopped that woman's career. What you mean, why she don't just get over it? You ruined her fucking acting career, you did. This a woman who came from nothing, bruh. That woman is a motherfucker. Look at her face. That's a strong-ass woman, bruh. This lady came from dancing school. She is a beast. Like, you heard her. She said dancing on fucking broken toes. She know what it's like to fucking grind, bro. That's why she's still talking about that shit. Plus, she a female, bro. That shit is still on her mind, bro. This nigga fucked over my career, bro. As a young lady, this lady had been working and striving towards what the fuck she wanted to do, and she made it to that plateau on that motherfucking show, and this dude start feeling a certain type of way, and this woman is kicked out and her career is blackballed and ruined. So don't just fucking tell her to get over it. You dig? And you black women, I'm surprised y'all ain't supporting her more, you dig? Because when people cheat on you and they say, well, why don't you just get over it? You ain't about to get over that shit because that's fucked up, you dig? That ain't something you just get over. That's betrayal. That shit fucked up the rest of your relationships, how you look at people and everything. So what you mean just get over it? That woman ain't gonna get over no shit like that.
But I wish you had thought about my family. I wish you had thought about the consequences of your actions. And to the black community, I say this to you.
Hold up. We about to go in.
You.
Shame on you, huh?
Shame on you. You have been my judge, my jury, my executioner, my sentencer. And you never knew what was going on. Instead...
Let's stop right there. She said shame on the black community, you did? Because y'all was her judge and jury. And y'all ain't know what the fuck was going on. Well, maybe because you ain't tell us, you dig, at the same time. And you know black people. Well, I ain't gonna say black people. Them niggas you talking about. Because black people understood. I know I did. I said, them motherfuckers done replaced Black Vivian with the motherfucking light-skinned chick. And I don't even like the light-skinned chick. Like, her whole character did not fit in with the shit. And I'm black. I consider myself black. So black people was with you. You better talk about niggas. Know the difference between niggas and black people, you did? Because black people was with you. Real black people. So don't say we was your judge, jury, and trial. It was niggas who turned against you. Niggas. You know the type who just go with what the media say? That's what niggas do. You did? We black people, I knew something was up. Like, man, what the fuck? Them niggas done changed the Black Vivian to some light. Come on, bruh. But let's go, because we about to rip into her with this bullshit.
Instead of getting behind Maxine Waters and saying to the black community, let's rally behind Maxine Waters. And if you attack Maxine Waters, then you attack all of us. And we all stand with Maxine Waters. You bitches would rather fight me.
Bitches? First of all, Maxine Waters is a motherfucking coon. You still, see, let me tell you something. You must be confused with these Democrats. You must think that they with you. You on that bullshit? See, how can you have all that money, but you still don't possess what people like me possess? And that's motherfucking wisdom and knowledge. You believe in the motherfucking Democratic Party? Maxine Waters trying to get food and supplies to the Jews? And getting her a boat rammed into her. That's that Maxine Waters you talking about? Is that the Maxine Waters she talking about, y'all? Maxine Waters ain't coming behind us. Maxine Waters, I don't see her out here trying to get no supplies to us. Or out here fighting the good fight. I heard about her giving supplies. She worrying about the Jews. What the fuck you mean, Maxine Waters? Give a fuck about no Maxine Waters. She another fucking tool who ain't make it to the level of Obama, who ain't coon enough. She probably coon a little bit more and make it there. You dig? But she's another coon in transition. She just ain't make it to where they wanted her to make it to. So fuck up Maxine Waters. What is you talking about? Press play.
At a time where I'm going through a devastating crisis in my life.
And ain't nobody was attacking you like that. World? That was niggas attacking you. Post, and obviously they got you.
Private. Now it's public. F you, world. And to the black community, if you choose to take my black card, honey, I done shredded it a long time ago.
That's a nigga card, dummy.
Some of y'all.
Ooh,
not all of us.
Yeah, you better say not all of us, but at the same time, you talking about all of us. But keep going, because now y'all gonna see.
Y'all are the meanest. We are one of the meanest races of people I've ever seen.
We is? You know what the fuck Asians do to dolphins and shit? Ripping their fucking guts out and shit at the seashores? Animals, where Peter and all of them assholes at? You know what Asians do to octopus and shit that eat and shouldn't be ate? But we so vicious. Black people is the most especially vicious. And come on, y'all, they being fucking programmed. You ready to attack us because we the easy target. What I didn't hear your ass talk about is these crackers who helped that motherfucking coon-ass nigga blackball you. You ain't talking about how vicious they is. How they take people from their own fucking country and enslave them. Take their fucking speech away from them. Take away the beating of a fucking drum away from them. Take their language, their spirit, their fucking soul. How fucking vicious that is of a race. You ain't talking about that shit, huh? But we Black people, we the easy target, you did. We always the fucking easy target. Not them Asians ripping animals' fucking guts out and shit to eat them, or beating the shit out their people in North Korea, having their ass in fucking torturous camps and shit. You ain't talking about them. Or let's travel to the Middle East where they beating the shit out of women for showing they risk or some shit. And torturing people, castrating women in the motherfucking Middle East. But black people, we so vicious, huh? Or let's go up north where people have sex with fucking animals. You know, the Caucasians, them. How vicious is that? But let's keep going, y'all, because I done got real pissed off. Press play.
Now, in closing, I'm going to say this.
You better close.
I am one of those people who will always stand up. Yeah. I stood up for Whitney. You're damn right. I stood up for Whitney. And Essence Magazine called me an unlikely hero. And I blame you, the black community, for the destruction of some of that woman.
You better blame the nigga community. That be them bitch ass blogs. You know them women, them black women on YouTube and shit who follow gossip and shit. That was them. You fucking blame them for that shit. Cause they was the ones, she's on crack and everything is a joke. You know how niggas be, not black people, how niggas be about crack and cocaine. Because everybody was ready to fuck over Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, but they loved Charlie Sheen and that other slut he was messing with doing mad coke and crack too. Ain't nobody give a fuck about them, but that was niggas doing that. That's niggas who follow shit like that and down in Whitney Houston. Don't see no black community. Do you know the power of the word black community? That's real black people who consider themselves in a community. Do you know where niggas consider themselves to be? In the hood. So don't say no shit like that. Niggas is in the hood. Black people is in a fucking community. So know what the fuck you talking about. They got all this money and ain't got no motherfucking knowledge or connection to what the fuck is going on in the street. Thank you for people who still watching this shit, because I know you're loyalists. Fake motherfuckers is still watch. I mean, they stop after 2-3 minutes, you dig? Thank y'all, you dig? Press play, man.
And her daughter. I blame you. Because here's what you love to do. You love to see us come up, but then you love to tear us down. Because this is what we do.
I'm going to pause it right there again. Because you still don't have an understanding. We didn't build you up. We didn't even tear you down. You know who the fuck built you up? Them. You was on a show that featured one of their prime tokens, Will Smith. They lifted you up. They lifted your career up. And then they bring you down like they do with everybody. Do you know who the fuck Cat Williams is? Do you know who Kevin Hart is? Do you know who Eddie Murphy is? Do you know who Fred Sanford is? They build you and they break you down so you can turn against your community and you can put more of your loyalty either to them or you can fall off. That's what it's called. Use your motherfucking brain. These people is playing mind games with you idiots who want to be famous, you dig? They doing that. They know how to make you a villain and see how you react to that. Oh, either she gonna fuck with them or she gonna ride with us. With us, we gonna be like, you see how they do you? Soon as you in some trouble, all that whole community don't give a fuck with you. Fuck about you. You need to fuck with us, you dig? And if she go the other way, it's like, she just rebelled. Come on. But they don't see that yet, you famous wannabe motherfuckers are already famous people. Y'all don't see that yet? That you're being fucking used? You the real nigga. Blame yourself. But let's keep going.
We, unlike any other community
Unlike
in this country,
any other.
I don't know why the hell we call each other brother and sister, because we sure don't act like, we have not acted like brother or sister. That terminology went out in the 70s, honey, and it will never be back.
That's for you.
Because nowadays, it's all about money.
Stop right there. See, brother and sister and all of that went out for your ass. But there's a comeback. That went out for you in the 70s, you did. Because you went to doing your thing and becoming a star. Don't say that shit dropped off for all of us. Don't discourage all of us because of what you going through and Will blackballing you. We still here, you dig? It's some of us that's being born as more powerful than fucking ever. Way more powerful, bruh. So don't say that shit went out because brothers and sisters is back. You better fucking pay attention. But I know y'all be far removed from the streets, you dig? But you better pay attention because we being reborn again. And we stronger and more powerful. And we ain't talking about sitting on a bus and eating with motherfuckers no more. We talking about burning that motherfucking bus up and making our own bus. But let's keep going because she did have a point. Money. With you idiots. I'm talking about niggas right now. Niggas care about money. Oh, he ain't even relevant no more. He ain't making no more money. Them niggas you talking about. Know the difference between niggas and black people. Again.
It's all about who's large. Everybody wants to be followed. Follow me, like me, like me. Well, I'm going to tell you this, and this is my last thing. I don't give two craps whether you like me or whether you follow me, but you will respect me.
That's respect.
You will not question my life. You will not judge my mental state because you are a non-factor. And Kathy Hughes, honey, maybe if you tried hiring some real actresses, maybe your ratings on that tired-ass network would be better than they are.
Right.
And as for you, Will,
TV1 is
you've
not
done
shit.
quite well. But Carmen is a bitch.
Fuck Will. Y'all know Will
And she
fruited in the
does
motherfucker.
have a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful of the very thing
And I'm gonna
that
stop
you
this
seek.
shit right here, y'all. Because it's a long ass video. Y'all know I had to come in my living room to the motherfucking microphone. But I'm a feel like basically my real ones is still listening right now. And for y'all, I want to tell y'all, I got a boost in little subscribers, you did. It ain't shit to a lot of people, but it's something to me, you did. I know I be telling people, don't subscribe and shit. And that's because I want the peer, you know. I don't want people who on the fence about what the fuck I'm saying, you did. And I don't want nobody to totally agree with me, you did, because that ain't real either. You'll be fake if you agree with everything I said. But to everybody who subscribed to me and you still listening to this shit right now, bruh, I want to say thank you to y'all, you did, because you real as a motherfucker, you did. You the reason why I still do this shit. You the reason why I got up at 6 in the morning and shit writing and doing all type of shit, and I researched for so many fucking videos, you did. And when I hit 1K, when I hit that 1,000, you did, let me let y'all know, I'm going to give y'all a way backstory on how this page began, you did. Like the shit that I was going through when you saw the Cat Williams video, when you saw all my old videos, you did. I'm gonna give you a story on how fucking complicated my life was, you did. But I had to come to y'all and let y'all get this story about Janet Hubert, you did. And thank y'all, man, for my real ones, cause only the real ones listening right now, nigga. This the end of the video. But I fucking appreciate y'all, dog, real.